Has your sweet little puppy all of a sudden turned into a furry little demolition expert? Maybe they're chewing shoes, furniture, your hands, and it feels like overnight they've forgotten everything they've learned so far. If that's happening, don't panic. Your puppy may be entering one of the most challenging phases in puppyhood, and that's teething. And in this video, I'm going to show you what's happening, how to help them, and one of my favorite enrichment games that can make a huge difference during this stage. One thing that catches many puppy owners off guard is that it seems like their puppy is actually regressing all of a sudden. Many clients tell me my puppy was doing so well and all of a sudden they started chewing everything. If that's happening in your house, teething is often a reason for that. Puppies are born without teeth, and around 3 weeks they start getting their puppy teeth. And by the time you take your puppy home, around 8 weeks or so, they usually have their full set of puppy teeth, which is a total of 28. And wow, are they ever sharp! One of the reasons I'm looking forward to my puppies growing up and reaching around 6 months of age is because their adult teeth are a lot easier to deal with. So starting around 3 months old, the adult teeth start to push out the puppy teeth. And you might find some on the floor. I haven't found a single tooth of Josie's. While they are teething, you might find a little bit of blood on some of their toys. It's nothing to worry about, it's perfectly normal. When your puppy reaches about 6 months of age, then usually they have their full set of teeth in, which is 42, and this is their permanent adult teeth. But if you're ever unsure about your puppy's teeth, please consult with your vet. It's rare, but sometimes the puppy teeth need a little help to come out if it takes too long. But most of the time, they just fall out naturally. Imagine what your puppy's going through, having multiple teeth pushing through their sore gums, and they don't understand what's happening. That might be your puppy right now. The only thing they know is that chewing helps them feel better. And that's why puppies often turn into relentless chewers. You may also notice that your puppy struggles to settle a bit more, their sleep might be interrupted, they get frustrated more, and all of a sudden they just want to chew on everything they can get their teeth on. The good news, this stage is temporary. But while you're in it, having the right outlets can make a huge difference. And one of my favorites is this simple game that we call the noisy box. Let me show you 3 variations that you can do with this. So today I'm going to show you 3 variations of the noisy box game that we've introduced earlier to Josie, but we're going to up the ante a little bit. And she's pretty bold, so I'm going to just kind of go all in, and I'll have a large box with a lot of pop bottles. If your dog's a little worried about this, just start with less. But we're going to see how this goes. Okay. You can hear it can get pretty noisy, and you can just keep adding bottles, and she's learning that she has to move them around in order to get to those cookies. And we're even getting some paws in there. Nice job. Good. Josie. Joe. Yep. We can also have some food around, so there's no pressure that they have to get in there to get the food, but I think she likes the stuff in the side better. Good job. This is all about having fun, building some bravery, and a great outlet to a puppy that's teething, that they just need to do something with their mouth. So next I'm going to show you a version that's for a puppy that's a bit noise sensitive. So I'm using toilet paper rolls instead of the bottles. There's still stuff to move around, but it's a lot less noisy. It's just a little snack that she's getting here for lunch. And she really loves working for her food. So she's not just using her nose here, she's also using her paws to get to the stuff. But this is a great version to start with puppies that are a little worried about the bottles and the noise that they make. And this is the version that I use with my adult dogs. It's basically just a bigger box. So we'll see what she does with this. And it always has to be appropriate for your dog's age and size. More? Good. This game's a lot of fun, not just for puppies. Now let's talk about how to survive this phase without sacrificing your dining room furniture. Teething is one of those times where management becomes absolutely crucial. In fact, you've probably heard me say that management is training. When puppies are teething, we often have to scale back their freedom a little bit, at least for a little while. For Josie, this meant spending a little bit more time in her crate when I wasn't able to watch her. And that's okay. Don't feel guilty about this. We're not punishing them. We're preventing them from rehearsing behaviors that we do not want to progress. Remember, every time your puppy chews something inappropriate, they're practicing chewing inappropriate stuff. So it's our job to make good choices easy by putting tempting items away, setting up baby gates, X-pens, or using a crate. And remember, this too shall pass. One mistake I see people make is only offering one or two choices for your puppy, and that could be chew toys or other toys. But during teething, they often have preferences. One day they might like something soft, like licking food off a lick mat. The next day, they might like something cold and hard. So I like to provide lots of variety. Frozen food toys can be especially soothing, like a popsicle or a frozen Kong. And I always like to keep some frozen Kongs ready in my freezer whenever I need them. Let me show you a simple way how to prepare them, just using your puppy's regular kibble. I like to do a couple of Kongs at the same time. I've already got some filled here. Then I'm going to fill one more. Put some of your puppy's kibble inside. There we go. And I'm going to fill that whole container with water. We're going to let this sit for a couple of hours until the kibble soaks up as much water as possible. Then we're going to drain the water, put this whole thing in the freezer, and in no time you're going to have, in my case here, 4 Kongs ready to go whenever you need them. And here's a little bonus tip. If you have an empty Kong, take a cookie like a milk bone, put it in there, and there's a real easy, quick snack ready for your puppy because it'll take him a while to get that out. Another question I get all the time is, what should I do if my puppy gets a hold of something that they shouldn't have? The biggest mistake is turning this into a game. Instead, we want to teach our puppy to trade. For that, we have to offer something better. Could be a toy or a treat, or how about a whole handful of kibble just thrown on the ground, away from where your puppy is right now. And then usually, once they get interested in the other stuff, they drop the item that they shouldn't have. So you're going to calmly pick that up and put it away. Good housekeeping solves a surprising number of puppy problems. This is also a great time to start handling your puppy's mouth. This will prepare them for vet visits and for later on when you start brushing their teeth. Before we finish, I want to share another big mistake that I see all the time. And that is owners trying to solve their teething problems by tiring out their puppy. The thinking goes something like this. If I tire them out enough, they're going to go sleep and they won't be chewing on anything. There's a flaw to that because it often backfires, and we're creating puppies that are just craving more and more high energy activity. And remember, overtired puppies make terrible decisions. So rather than constantly increasing exercise, focus on teaching your puppy how to settle, chew appropriate things, and chill out. Teething can feel overwhelming when you're living through it, but it's completely normal. You have to provide appropriate outlets, give your puppy plenty of rest, manage the environment, and giving them plenty of opportunities to chew the right things. And remember, this stage won't last. This too shall pass. And before you know it, those razor-sharp puppy teeth will be replaced by beautiful, shiny adult teeth. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to handle one of the most common puppy struggles in real life, and that's leash pulling. Make sure you've subscribed, and here's to surviving puppyhood and looking forward to teenagehood.